Another video, a masculine video from Bill's Kitchen, sponsored by Betty Crocker and Aunt Jemima. Remember, the woke crowd took Aunt Jemima off of the pancake cereal bottle. So maybe we're going to just do this in remembrance of Aunt Jemima. We don't have a whole lot of chickens, but for a husband and wife, we have a lot of chickens and we have a lot of eggs. We actually have a good problem. We have too many eggs. Where do you put the eggs? And the other issue is, it's not a problem, it's a blessing, is how do you know which eggs are a week old or 2 weeks old or 3 weeks old or 4 weeks old or maybe even 2 months old? You want to rotate your eggs when you're bringing them in from the chicken coop into the house. So I've been doing this. There's always a redneck in a country, man. Number one means these are the oldest eggs first. These are the second oldest, third, and this one here is the fourth one. I used to have a number 4 there, but I gave those to a neighbor. And so here's what my wonderful wife discovered. She discovered a new thing that you can get on Amazon to where I don't have to pull these out and then rotate the 4s into 3s, the 3s into 2s, the 2s into the 1s, and start all over again. She found these things that automatically rotate the eggs for you. Here it is. Purchased at Amazon.com. Look at this. What a wonderful hashtag farm wife. Wonderful wife I have that does not want to be on social media. But here it is. I named it 1, 2, 3, 4. Why? Because we're already used to that system. Now watch this, folks. Stand by. Let me put my GoPro on my head. I haven't done my hair yet today, so I'm not going to do a selfie. Okay, here it goes. Now, every other few days I had to pull all these out and rotate them. Uh-oh. See how dangerous this can be, ladies and gentlemen? Boys and girls, don't try this at home when your mommy and daddy are not home. Okay, here we go. You know, you guys complain that some of my videos and posts are just too negative and all I talk about is sin and lawlessness and God's wrath and judgment. Now I'm going to talk about chickens and their derrieres and how the eggs come out and they end up in the cage and then they end up in here. And now they're going to go here. So all the ones, uh-oh, look at my wife did. I can't believe this. Honey, you didn't throw cracked shells away. Boy, oh boy, my wife's back. All right, here it goes, folks, but don't never complain because I didn't like it when she was gone. I'd rather have the problems than the wife home. Then no problems without a wife. Don't tell her I said that. Okay, watch this. It's like a game. Here it goes. Watch this. Let me take off my helmet. Okay, here it goes. This is so exciting. Okay, here it goes. Watch. See? It's like a game. And there's no electronics, no batteries required. You don't even have to wind it up. This will actually hold small, large, and extra large. And now that our chickens are older, they're all, well, these are medium here. Most of them are large and XX larges. That's kind of a coming down. See, they're not always going to crash like that because they're always going to be full. But watch this. Here it goes. I'll probably put this on double speed. Oh, look at, see, it stops there. And now we're starting to stack them on the top. Here it goes. And guess what? It's actually holding more eggs than the carton. More than a dozen. So now I'm going to start the number 2s in the 1. So this is really going to be like 5 cartons that we're going to have that's always going to be rotating. Hang on. You want some sound effects? Okay. You think, hey, look at my dogs. My dogs think I'm crazy. Okay, here it goes. And here goes number 2. We're starting number 2, folks. This is absolutely, I'm telling you, man, my wife is so smart. I don't know why she didn't invent these and get a patent attorney and patent it. Okay, we got 2 full cartons and 1.5 of these new highly technological devices. Now we're going to start number 3. This is probably the most amazing, serious video I've ever made. Now these eggs are a little bit older. They're about 2 weeks old, so therefore they're going to get bigger because the chickens got bigger. Look at that. Man, I don't know. I don't even know what company. You know what I'll do, folks? All those other unboxers, the guys that open the boxes, unboxing of all of this and that, I am going to provide for you a web URL in the description below. If you like this video, oh, I forgot to put some on the top over here. Ooh, see, I messed that up. See, I'm a sinner. I fall miserably short. These are supposed to go over here. Okay, I got a couple mixed out of rotation, but you know what? That's okay. Okay, now we're opening the 4th carton, which means either the freshest, these 3 eggs right here, are from what we've had this morning thus far. Those are like hot, right out of the chicken's butt. You don't get any better than that, folks. Okay, look at this. Okay, look at that. 1, 2, 3. That's like 3.5 cartons, 3.5 dozen. What does this say? Oh, I'll read that after. I always read the instructions afterwards. This is so wonderful. Oh, look at this. I bought my wife a new Farm Wife coffee cup with chickens on it. Her mother, who left us January of last year, in our presence, actually had fake chickens in her kitchen. She had statues of chickens, so that's kind of reminds her of her mother. Okay, look at it. They're getting bigger. These are like XXLs now. Okay, here we go. Look at that, folks. 4 dozen plus 4 eggs in 3.5 of these new devices. And let's read the instructions. To avoid, I need my readers. To avoid cracking eggs when loading, gently insert eggs to fill the bottom track first. I did not do that, but guess what? None of them cracked. Then place remaining eggs on the top rack. Why is it telling me to do that? I've already done that. There we are, folks. And now I am going to, we got a big Amazon delivery today. We got so much cardboard, we're gonna burn it in our burn pile in the backyard. Burn it in the name of Jesus. Okay, now watch this, guys. Here it goes. We'll put number 4. I'm very excited about this. You know, I'm not preaching anymore, so I don't have to spend, you know, 5-6 hours a day studying for an expository sermon. Paul said, redeem your time wisely, and I do still study the Word of God, but it's kind of for selfish purposes. You know, I'm not really doing it for anybody else, except for me and my wife and our dogs. 4, 3, 2, look at this. My goodness. Actually, I can probably put 5 of these things in here, but I ordered 4. You know, we're actually gonna need 5, I think. Yeah, this thing, you can fit 5 in there. Look at this. This is so cool. So when we want an egg, where do we go? We go to number 1, because those are the oldest. 2nd oldest, 3rd oldest, 4th oldest. Let me put my thing back on again. Okay. And once you guys seen what we have in our refrigerator. Tea, grape juice. This has got the I forget the ingredient that you would get in red wine, resveratrol. If I pronounced it wrong, I did. And it's in that grape juice. We got milk, almond breeze. We got Milo's tea. We got 0-calorie, safe non-sugar drinks. And look at this, honey. I got the eggs done. I'm gonna call her in here. Come here, honey. What'd you say? We're not gonna what? We're on tape, you know. Oh, be careful. A lot of people don't like me. Go ahead.
We're not gonna number them. Forget that, because when this is empty, we're just gonna rotate it over here and slide them.
All right, we're having a marriage dispute here. She says we're not gonna use the numbering system, which we've already. Why not, honey?
Because when this is empty, we move it to this edge, we slide everything over, and then you start filling it.
No.
Yep.
We're gonna have to get off camera and argue about that because I had it already trained when you were gone, hon. You come back home and then you...
I'm home to fix things.
You're home to fix things or mess things up? Okay. All right. Well, you know, she is the queen of the castle, but I'm the king. And the dogs are the judges. They're not Dutch's hounds. Where's your... Well... Okay, here we are, folks. What do you think, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me a hand. Give everybody a hand. Yay. So if you want one of these, go to the website. What is it called? Or go to the description field and you'll find the link. They're called RollDown. YouCopia RollDown Egg Dispensers. Stores up to 14 eggs. I didn't even know that yet. I thought it was a dozen when we bought it. Gently rolling gravity feed. Compact 2-tier design. Now listen, folks, I ain't that smart, but you know what it means by a gentle rolling gravity feed? It's the same thing that when this comes out of the chicken's butt, gravity feeds it out and it falls into the straw, and then I take it out and put it in here, and then it goes through another gravity feed system. And lastly, compact 2-tier design. Eggs rolled down to you. Now, when we get off tape, I'm going to have a discussion with my wife because I don't understand. She really messed that up. I don't want to have a family dispute. The police will come over and they'll take her to jail. Okay, here it is, folks. Okay, I let a lot of air out, wasting electricity. Signing out. What do you want, Em? What do you want, sweetie? What do you want, baby? What do you want? You know where we got this dog, ladies and gentlemen? 6 years ago in Redlands, California, my wife was walking into a Stater Brothers market. We had an all-record low where it was in the 20s, which is unrare for that part of California. It was 23 degrees that night. Near Christmas time, and there was a cardboard box out front of the entrance of a Stater Brothers about 7 o'clock at night when it was freezing cold, and it said free, take one. And she opened the box, and there was little Emmy. She was a little teeny thing. And she took it home, and I says, get that thing to the vet and get it checked. It might have a disease. And the doctor gave it a good bill of health, and she's been our sweetie ever since. Oh, baby girl. Cardboard box doggy. Yeah. And Caliber, you know about her. She broke her neck 4.5 years ago. Everybody was praying for her on the internet. Yep. Okay, signing out.